All right, good morning. So you've got a strength focus workout today. Again, Sizzler Flaming Torch, same as always. And you've got sections A and B today. So you've got 3 exercises per section. So you've got a tricep going on today. And you have obviously, well, you've all got your same sets. You've all got 3 sets. And then just keep an eye on your rep ranges, because the rep ranges will slightly change. And there are different variations to the exercises to make them slightly harder for you, depending on which option you're going for. Options wise for this one today will just be for stretching. So obviously these ones are a little bit tougher on the body, which you will find out in a second. All right, let's go through them all.
Right, so you'll need a chair for the first exercise. To Sizzlers, you've got a 2-1 squat to a chair. Flaming, you have a single leg negative squat to a chair. And Torch, you guys have single leg squat to a chair. So let me just ping that camera over so you can see Charlie. So with a 2-1 squat to a chair, that means you are going to sit down on the chair by using just one leg. So you'll hover one leg out in front of you, sit down as best as you can, as balanced as you can to hit the chair, then pop the foot on the floor and stand up with 2 legs. Then you'll repeat on the same leg. All right, so you'll do either 6 to 8 each leg, depending on how hard you're finding them. Single leg negative to the chair for flaming. That basically means sit down as slowly as possible. Really focusing on that control down to the chair. Okay, so unlike scissors, you're not just plonking down. And then from there, you can stand up however you want. So it's similar to the 2-1, but there's more of an emphasis on how slowly you can sit down for the flaming guys, and making sure you're staying nice and balanced. And then the Torch, you guys are just literally doing a single leg squat to the chair. So you go control down and you stand up with just one leg. Okay, so that's the differences there. Then you can pop your chair to the side, because then you're moving on to glute bridges and their variations. So Sizzlers, you have a toes up glute bridge. So you're keeping both feet on the floor, toes pointed up towards the ceiling, so heels drive down, you push up slowly towards the top position, then you control back down, and then as soon as your bum brushes the floor, you go back up. So you're working for 60 seconds. Flaming, you guys are working on marching glute bridges, so the same position with the toes up, and then you're just marching the legs up and down. So as soon as your knee reaches your hip, you then go back down. Torch, your only change is that you're going to pause for 2 seconds when your knee reaches your hip. You're going to pause there for 2 seconds, then you're going to take it down and change the legs. Okay, so you've really got to drive through the heels and keep your hips up in that position, nice and stable. Then your third thing is a calf raise for you all. Sizzler and Flaming, you have calf raises where you literally just go up onto your tiptoes and then back down. Whereas Torch, you guys are going to pause in the middle, or at the top, should I say. So when you're on your tiptoes, you're going to pause there for 2 seconds and then control back down. Okay. So Sizzlers, you're doing 15 reps. That's 15 up and downs. Flaming and Torch, you have a timed version. So Flaming, you're going to work for 90 seconds, and Torch are going to go for 2 minutes. So that's going to burn by the end. So that'll be set A. Then you're going to move into set B. So we have push-ups to start, so kneeling push-ups for Sizzlers. So on your knees, hands, push up, that's it. Chest to floor, up and down. So you've got as many as you can, so that's what we mean by max. So as many as you can with good technique. Once the technique starts to go, don't try and squeeze out more just for the sake of it. Just stop when your technique starts to go to pop. Then Flaming, we have full push-ups. So if you've been following the program all the way through to this point, you should now be able to do a full push-up, or at least come very, very close. Again, you're going to go max reps and see how many you can get of those. And then we get to the really interesting stuff for the Torch guys. You have an archer push-up. Now you have negative or a full version. So Charlie will show you a negative. And so basically your hand's going to go a little bit wider than normal. You'll go into a full press up position. And then you're going to drift down towards one arm, tucking it into your side as you go down, and the other arm is straight. So let me switch cameras so you can see Charlie's arms here. Okay, so she'll do that one more time. So the negative basically means just controlling down as slowly as possible. Okay, see how her arm is nice and straight there? And then obviously the full version basically is the same as that, going all the way down and then pushing back up. We'll see if Charlie's
My arms are tired now.
any life in there to do that.
Oh dear.
All right, because they are not easy. So she's going to go down, then she's going to try and push back up to the middle. So you'll do 2 to 6 each arm. So if you've never done those or never attempted those before, I would highly, highly recommend just doing 2 each side. Then you'll need a towel. This can be a tea towel, a gym towel, or even a full-blown shower towel if necessary, bathroom towel. Holding both ends, you're going to stand on it with one foot, and then your body will be nicely angled like Charlie's is, like so. From there, you're going to try and pull the towel up towards the ceiling. It won't go anywhere because it won't stretch. And you're going to hold that for either 10 seconds if you're a sizzler, 15 seconds if you're flaming, or 15 seconds if you're torched. Working as hard as you can, trying to pull as hard as you can. You'll feel the back muscles working really hard. Then you'll rest for the same amount of time. So 10 seconds if you were working for 10, or 15 if you were working for 15 for flaming and torched. Then you'll either do it 4 times for scissor and flaming and 6 times for torched. Then your last thing is crunches. So you've all got 60 seconds of crunches. Trying to peel the shoulder blades up as high up to the floor as possible without bringing the lower back up, and then controlling back down. So keep as much control as possible for 60 seconds. Try not to rest. And then that'll be those 3 for option B. Then you can stretch, chill out, and that'll most likely be a tough workout for you. All right, enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.